Hey everybody, and welcome to today's show where we're doing a contest. That's right, we're doing our annual Christmas contest or holiday contest or however you want to call it contest. And this year the goal is to have it where you need to basically, we're going to create a new world here, do a holiday drop or present drop, depending on how you want to call it. That's what we're going to do. And the challenge is very simple. You can do it in whatever one we want to do, but basically you need to drop a present on another planet or a moon, and every planet and moon that you drop that present to, basically you're going to get points for tonnage. And the idea being is whatever present you drop, if we pull up, we're going to say structural here, got to build our little present, and you can do whatever you want. I'm just doing this, and have it where, there we go. You have to drop the present on every single planet. It has to be the same present. That's basically the concept of this. And if you want to submit, it's going to be on my Discord server like I've done in previous years. There we go. I don't know how many tons is this? Okay, 4 tons. Can I make this look cute? We're going to throw some landing gear on this thing here. And we're going to flip that. There we go. And you know what? We're going to add that in there. So how many tons is this? 8.1 tons. And I need to do that because I want to be able to connect up to it, because I do want to drop this onto, we're going to go Mars today to do this. So yeah, so the goal is that whatever you pick, and this is 9.1. I kind of want to see if I can get it a little higher, but you can't use, what do you call them? You can't use fuel, because the idea being is you're going to post the picture of this present landed on each moon or planet that you're going to send it to, and you can't have it where there's extra tonnage that is in the form of a, fuel, because then we don't know if the tanks are full, if the tanks are empty, if the tanks are, at all, anything. So that's what we're trying to do here. I'm now just trying to think of how I'm going to actually land this on planets, because I did want to... Can I do that? If I move this down, I think this is good. Okay. And we want an extra one. There we go. And we'll flip it. There you go. There you go. 10.1 tons. Perfect. So this is my 10.1 ton present I'm going to send to Mars. Why? Because that's kind of what we're doing here. And if we go to 10 wide, 12 wide, you know what? I like using this one here. So that's going to be there for Mars. And then we're going to add some fuel, because obviously we need fuel, and we need, I think 6 wide is what we want. I'm thinking stuff here, if you're wondering what I'm trying to do. I didn't calculate this out or anything, so I'm just kind of throwing things together here. Engine wise, we have these engines here, or we also have, if we go to Redstone Atlas, because I have them, we also have these engines here, which this does 35 tons of thrust. This does 75 tons of thrust. So I think 75 tons of thrust, that should be enough for Mars. To which then somebody's going to mention that those engines are going to get toasted and roasted. Okay, so if those engines get toasted, roasted, we need to go to aerodynamics and definitely make sure that we add, and we'll do this just to be symmetry on here. There we go. Now, the idea being, again, is we have our 10-ton present on the bottom, and we have this giant sort of transfer vessel on the top. And because it's Mars, let's, yeah, Mars's atmosphere is really thin. Up. There we go. So we want more of these. But also, I have a tendency of dropping these things on Olympus Mons, just because it's fun, and it's a bit of a challenge. So that's our rocket to get there. And then what we need to do is we need to go to, I think was it 8 wide, or can we stick 8 wide in there? We can, but that's going to cause us problems down the road. So we're going to go 6 wide. There's our staging. There we go. And we'll grab that. And then we'll go like 10 wide, and we'll go like that. That is a terrible plan. This is a terrible plan, everyone, but it's the plan we're going with. All right. And then we'll grab some big engines. Engines. What's our biggest engine? The Titan engine, 12 tons each. Awesome. So that's a huge amount of fuel to go there. Then we're going to use those to get to where we're going. Is that making any sense? Yeah, I think so. So we're going to color this because colors, people watch. Oh, right. Symmetry was on. I like how symmetry didn't get this one piece. That's funny. All right, I'm going to go here. Make that dark. And this one here, we're going to put, let's say checker patterns on it. Okay, there you go. So that is our Christmas present special. And when that lands, it's going to need... Yeah, I think that'll probably do what we want to do. But if we drop it, it's going to crash and burn. No, it should be good. We should be good. This is what we're doing. This is our crazy rocket. So yeah, so the challenge is land the present, which is this thing here with no fuel on a planet. And I don't know why I'm selecting the whole thing, minus the heat shield, because I'm not counting the heat shield, because I expect that's going to explode, onto another planet. So we're going to launch this, and we're going to send it to Mars. So we're going to turn the 2 engines on, we're going to hit power, and away we go. All right, so I got some music while we're doing this, so please sit back, relax, as I hopefully launch this to Mars in a somewhat festive manner.
When I was just a boy, Christmas brought so much joy. Couldn't wait for the presents and laughter. I couldn't sleep late at night, looking for Santa with lights. Those are the memories I still remember. Then I became a man, lost sight of who I am, but right in front of me was the answer. 'Cause on Christmas I feel joy, and I turn back to a boy. The answer is to stay young forever. On Christmas, this is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song.
Apparently that loops. Okay, so yeah, hi Rebus. Yeah, we're just having a bit of fun with that. I thought, like, not everyone celebrates Christmas, so it's a holiday drop, not like a Christmas present drop. And basically, yeah, That was the most Christmassy, not Christmas song I could find that I could play without getting in trouble with YouTube. So yeah, that was the fun for that one. If anyone's wondering why that happened, but yeah, that's apparently took us 3 minutes to get into orbit. I was thinking, maybe could I get to Mars in that amount of time? And the answer is no, I couldn't. But we are doing pretty well here. We are going to get most of the way to Mars without too much trouble. It's not that big a hop and a skip and a jump here. So, yeah, no, I know it's what I'm doing. But, yeah, so in order to, I have a few extra rules, provisos, and things for people if they're interested in joining the contest. As we just slow down here a little bit here and get there. It's all on my Discord page. And basically, to enter, you basically post a picture of whatever your present is on the surface, and then indicate that we're going too much the wrong way. All right, we got to rotate the spacecraft here. We've overshot our target. And then, yeah, you just post the picture, and then, you know, for every planet that you landed on, the same present, you just post those pictures as well. And, you know, it's all good fun and stuff. So we'll take it that, yes, you didn't, like, you know, hyper edit yourself or anything like that. Hey, hi from Russia, apparently. So, that is an OROJLY6B_X. Welcome to the stream all the way from Russia, as we're just trying to bring ourselves to Mars here, but we overshot it a little bit, so we're seeing we're coming back. Whoop. Okay, let's see how close I can get without going over. All right, there we go. I didn't put any RCSs on this. I probably should have. Those are generally a good idea, but since we're not trying to do what do you call it? We're going to use the engines to slow down. That's what I meant to say. We're going to use the engines. So yeah, we are currently just trying to get this, and basically the challenge is to drop this bottom present here, which is in this version here is just a lot of structural stuff. I didn't really think that out in advance when I thought about doing this. So yeah, you can make it a red package, green if you have DLCs or mods or stuff like this, or if you're in Kerbal Space Program, or you're in Juno New Origin, or any space flight game or whatnot, you can do it. If you don't have a spaceflight game, but you have like an airplane game, I will allow you to do the present drop scoring to fly that to like another airport or another city or something like that, depending on however that game works. Again, it's for fun, and I just want to show that you can actually do it. And my attempt is I'm going to try to put it on too. I think we're going to just burn here. I'm going to try for Olympus Mon, because that's a fun one, and it's actually not that much of a challenge once you understand the basics of what you're doing, which is parachutes are almost useless. And we're going to have to do some staging here, because I just realized I didn't stage before we came. There we go. Just going to warp here and get our correction. And it's important to stage the parachutes because you only have like literally like 20 seconds to deploy those parachutes in Mars atmosphere before you hit the ground, particularly with Olympus Mon, because you basically go from how close can we get there? There we go. Okay, so we're gonna cycle over here and we'll do the staging, and then we'll do another orbit, and I'll show you guys how to land on Olympus Mon. Okay, so staging, we need to do the staging because it is critical. So we need to stage the parachutes. There we go. We're going to lose the engines probably in the descent, but that's okay because we have the parachutes. And then we also need to stage the blower stuff, whatever you call this. And then for fun, we're going to stage these things here if we manage to slow down enough. And then, oh, yeah. And we need to stage that because it's the present. Okay, so this is going to hopefully work and not make a giant explosion. Hi, Yuzi from Oklahoma. Okay, welcome from Oklahoma. I'm assuming Oklahoma, United States. I could be wrong. All right, so we're going to land on Olympus Mon. We are circling the planet the wrong way, but that's okay because we're landing. So we're going to turn it here. We're going to switch back to our engines. And basically, we're going to land on Olympus Mon as close as I can to the top, which means that we have to, like, as soon as we can, stage the engines. We stage them because, yeah. the distance between the 2,500 meters and the point when this game says, hey, you're actually close enough, is very, very short. And we have plenty of liquid fuel, so we will probably do mostly a power landing on this. This is a present drop. We're dropping the present on the planet. We're not planning on bringing it up, so that's good. Yeah, if you think I can do this, let me know in the chat. I got a couple people chatting, so, you know. Yeah, that should be good enough. All right. Let me know what you think, if I'm going to be able to pull this off. Yes, no, maybe so. We're going to switch here, and we're going to give myself a little bit more spacing. There we go. All right, here we go. I got to actually pay attention to this landing. And are we over top of Olympus Mons? Not quite yet. Okay. We're going to try to get as close as we can to the top. I've managed to do this a couple times. So here we go. Olympus Mons, there is no return on this, because I don't know if these engines have enough fuel to lift us in this atmosphere. They might. Do they? They might. Yeah, we're getting close to it. We're not overheating. See, that's the thing. Nice thing with Mars is that we don't have a lot of overheating in the upper atmosphere. Like, we're starting to see it just now. 2 degrees. Nothing. As we continue to drop, we're about to pass 10 kilometers. We're having a little bit of heating. So we're pretty good. And now we're going to check the map. Yep, time to engage those engines, because it's going to snap pretty quick. And we need to be able to do the parachutes and get rid of the parachutey thing. This is a little crazy. Here we go. Yep. The parachutes are deployed. Off. There we go. All right. So that's how you land on. Where's the tip of Olympus Mons here? Oh, we're pretty close. Okay. So yeah. So we're actually going up right now. Oh man. Okay. So we're gonna go sideways a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Absolute overkill, 100%, but we might as well go for the tip, right? For the very top of the mountain. Maybe without the gift you could escape Mars. Yeah, so if I didn't have the gift and I had an actual command port on top of the rocket, then yes, I could definitely get Mars, but without that, no. All right, well, if I hit this again, it's going to drop those pieces. There you go. Because we don't need that heat shield anymore, which of course is now going to stick around and fly away. There we go. We are still coming down pretty fast. Like, when you think about it. Oh, did I overshoot it? I did. Dang it. Now I'm going to burn the landing legs. All right. Well. Now here's the real trick. Okay. This is the clever part, everybody. Hey, welcome to the Terraquack. Yeah, so we're landing. Whoa, we're landing a little bit faster than I wanted to. Dang it. I was watching the stream and I wasn't watching what I was doing. But technically we've landed, right? Whee! So, yeah, we're gonna, I'm gonna call that I was watching the stream instead of watching what I should have been doing. All right, yeah, because we actually do want to land, where's the map here? How do we overshoot that badly? All right. So we're going to turn that down. So we're actually going to land here, and I'll show you what I wanted to do to make this look really pro, which is not smash into the ground at 22.5 meters per second. Just going to bring it down to a nice, soft. No, don't tilt over. Come on. All right. I want the landing gear not to explode. Come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Come on. There we go. Look at this pro move. Look at that. Now, if you really want to see the cool pro move, here it is. Okay? And we come down. Nicely landing there, and we got rid of that other capsule. It's long gone. It's not coming back. And there we go. We are on Mars. So this is Mars. So this would be worth, so it's 10 tons. This would be worth 10 points. But if you want to get more points in the challenge, you have to land the exact same thing on other planets. So if we go back to build a new rocket, We're going to continue the build because we don't want to have to rebuild it. So that's our thing. We can easily land this on the moon, but let's try Venus and see if we can land this on Venus. Now, to land this on Venus, it's going to be a little bit messy because Venus has a lot thicker atmosphere. And hello, Vlades, welcome to the stream. We're just trying to do this. So I can't do anything to the center package because that would be cheating, but I have to come up with a slightly different way of designing the descent engine part here, because this whole section here, if we pull it off here and we do the same over here, that will not survive Venus in its current form. So we actually do need heat shields on this. So we're going to go to not aerodynamics. I think it's 8 wide. 8 wide? 8 wide. There we go. I don't know if that's actually going to stick. These engines are a little different. So I may have to use the other engines. Because that's what they have to do. But that's not touching. And generally in this game, when things don't touch, they don't touch. All right. We're going to go to engines and see what else we have here. We're going to use a Frontier engine. I know these engines are much bigger, whatever, it doesn't really matter. We're just going to switch it up because we're going to Venus and we need the extra shielding coming down through the atmosphere. There's no way. So the game here is Spaceflight Simulator, and the challenge for Christmas or for the holiday season on my Discord is to land the same package or present on every planet, which happens to be this thing here in the center, which I'm just highlighting right now. So that's the package that I picked, and it's just like 10 tons or 10.1 tons. And the idea being is you score points for every planet that you can land it on. Now, I did Mars. I'm going to do Venus. Obviously, the moon is an easy one. And the idea being in this challenge is that you would then post the photo of your present whatever on every planet that you land on. You can do this in any space simulation game that you want, obviously, but we're doing it here in Spaceflight Simulator just as an example to show that, yes, so that people will understand the concept. Anyway, all right, so we're launching poorly, but that's okay. And we're going to go to Venus. We do have a little bit of an engine trouble thing with the heating thing, but don't worry about it. We'll get to it later. I'm not too worried. Venus, I'm more worried about overheating on Venus than I am worried about burning heat shields. But in Mars, again, we landed on the top of Mars, so somewhere we'll land on Venus, and we will get there. So, yeah. And thank you. Yeah, Spaceflight Simulator is the name of the game. It's available on mobile and PC. PC, we can do mods, but mobile, which is what we have here, we got all the DLC, so I can give you a show of how this works. And right now, we are on our way to Venus with the same package, and I'm going to land it on Venus. I just had to modify some of the spacecraft because obviously, yeah. And El Terra de Galaxia Cell, yeah. I'll probably do some modding games in December. I guess that's starting tomorrow. I just wanted to do this one on PC because I know a lot of people, they play this on PC and then they tell me in the modded game, how do I do this in the mods? And I'm like, yeah. So I'm just trying to show people that what I do on PC is doable to a degree on mobile with some fun mods. And yeah, that was a really poor launch sequence. So we're going to get ourselves into a little bit of trouble, but not too much trouble here. We're going to time warp. Come on, let me time warp, time warp, time warp, time warp, time warp. There we go. Haha. And yeah, so yeah, PCs and mods will be there. I do want to show off the, oh shoot, what's it called? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. I do want to show off the Apollo mod that I've been working on. It's kind of done. The only thing is it doesn't have a spacecraft to it because every time I try to make spacecrafts, people complain. I don't know why, but they do. So no spacecraft. All right. Oh, dang it. All right. Now the heat shields are on here, so I have to make sure I don't overheat the heat shields. That's the only disadvantage we have with this. There we go. Is that the heat shields will eventually overheat. So we have to keep an eye on those to make sure we don't overheat them. But that's okay. So here we go. Don't overheat the heat shields. So hopefully we'll get orbit without overheating the heat shields, because that would be bad. As we wait for this thing to go here. Yeah. I do need the heat shields for the Venus entry. Otherwise, we will lose half this rocket. And losing half the rocket's not great. Oh, there we go. All right, so now we're just going to wait a while for the heat shields to... There we go. Cool down. Perfect. We're going to pick Venus, navigate to it, transfer windows over there. And we're going to go to Venus in this pretty easy, straightforward concept. So again, we've already dropped one present off at Mars. We're dropping the same present off on Venus. And while I'm doing this and talking instead of paying attention to what I'm doing, I'm going to again play that fun Christmas song. So if you're just joining, here is the most not Christmas song I could find.
When I was just a boy, Christmas brought so much joy. Couldn't wait for the presents and laughter. I couldn't sleep late at night, looking for Santa with lights. Those are the memories I still remember. Then I became a man, lost sight of who I am, but right in front of me was the answer. 'Cause on Christmas I feel joy, and I turn back to a boy. The answer is to stay young forever. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song.
Hey everyone. Okay, so we're now around Venus, and yeah. So the name of that band is Neflex, Nefex. So yeah, if you want to check out their music, it's actually pretty good. I thought it was hilarious when I found it. It is actually on the. Oh, are we touching? No, we're not touching. Good. YouTube audio library, oddly enough. So yeah, definitely worth checking it out and seeing how it all goes. And we are here just above Venus, and I'm just trying to lower our atmosphere because we're going to have to go in and basically we're going to have to power dive this using the heat shields and everything. So this is going to be a little bit messy. So we're going to go here. We're going to check out things. So again, like before, we're just going to start doing our staging. We're probably going to lose the engines, but we can land these like that. They're going to land like that. Actually, you know what? Because we're doing it this way, we're going to lose the heat shields first, and then we're going to do that. And that. And that should be good. And then our last one here is to pop that off there. And we can similarly get rid of it. So there we go. All right. So usually welcome. No, I'm not hacking Roblox. This is Spaceflight Simulator. Yeah, so now we have a couple options. We can try for Maxwell Montes and go for our mountain landing, or we could try for one of the peninsulas. I want to kind of go and see what the Maxwell Montes is, partly because I have never been there before, but also it's a lot harder to land here for a lot of fun reasons. It's not as flat land, etc. So we're going to try to land on this mountain here and kind of keep with a theme, if we can say. So we're going to engage the engines, maximized out here. We're going to try to power land this through as much as we can because the heat shields are going to, they'll work and stuff. I don't think we'll land at the top, but yeah, we have a lot of fuel, so let's use the fuel to slow down and try to get ourselves to a point where we are going to land as probably as close as possible to that mountain. So it's called Maxwell Montes. So we're going to see how we do here as we try to drain as much of our horizontal speed as possible. And knowing this is going to come down, that should be pretty good. All right. We are not focused in the right direction. We need to actually we need to be pointing in the right direction on this. This is going to be a pretty rapid fire drop. The parachutes will work though. That's the nice thing. That's the difference here. But our heat shield is, oh yeah, we're dropping because, oh right, I put a 2,000 degrees on those heat shields just for the engines. Alrighty, we might lose heat shields when I turn these engines on. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, this is actually pretty quiet. All right. I really shouldn't be doing that. All right, so we're dropping into Venus. We're going to land our present on Venus. And in the challenge, this is basically going to double the number of points that we have because, things are getting hot and I'm heating up an engine. I don't want to do that. All right, there we go. Aha! Turn. Don't blow up an engine. It's the fuel tank I'm worried about. Don't do it. No, why are you not turning? No! This is not good. I'm on turn. Oh. We survived that mess. Okay. We're still rotating though. I don't like that. All right, check the map here. Yeah, we're right where we want to be. Okay. So we're going to try to rotate here. And with any luck, we're about 6,000 meters up. So yeah, so this is this is a lot easier than Mars, oddly enough. So we're falling down as we go. See here, there's Monte. We're not going to quite hit the top of the mountain. We can try if I do this. We're just going to pop that off. There we go. And once we're above it, we're going right for the top of that mountain. Come on, we can do it. Okay, we're over the mountain. We press the button, and the parachutes are deployed. That should slow us all the way down. There we go. And now we can get rid of these heat shields. They're just going to float away. Double check our staging. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, we can't do that. That's going to cause us problems. All right, hang on here. Oh, no, come on. Before we hit the ground. There we go. All right, so we're landing. We're coming down. There's the mountain. We're landing right on the tip of the mountain. That's pretty amazing. Guys will have to let me know what you think on that one. Has this something that you've ever tried to do? present on top of the mountains. There you go. This is how we're going to do it. And we're going to do the same thing as we did last time, which is we're going to get rid of this. We have enough fuel, hopefully, to remove ourselves from the package. But yeah, here's our holiday package landing on the surface of Venus as we come down here nice and gentle. Look at that. Go and just wait for it to land. There you go. Okay. So our last stage is to get rid of that, and we're going to do it this way very quickly. That was a lot higher than I wanted to go. And we're going to come down and probably blow up now. Dang it. Ah, no. Revert 30 seconds. No, that's not what we wanted to do. It's supposed to look really clean. I don't understand why it didn't. I tapped at the same time, but it didn't go. All right. Tap, tap. There we go. Still coming down too hard. Ah. Okay, we're gonna get third time's a charm, right? Okay, and then I'm living with whatever I have. But again, for this challenge, I need the landing legs. The landing legs count as part of the package, as do the. Maybe we could do it this way. There you go. Oh, come on. How to land this and not make a mess. That is what we're trying here. We are desperately trying to land this and not make a giant mess. Okay. I thought that was clever. That looked clever. All right. So, I don't know how much power we had. There we go. Okay. There we go. That was the right amount. And there we go. We can land our thing here. And our little skid is going to fly up in the air, and eventually it'll run out of fuel at only 1%. And we have now landed the exact same package as we did on Mars on Venus. So, haha. Now, where else could we land this package? Let me know in the comments where you think we could land it while we go and go to build a new rocket and continue build. So we could land it on the moon. The moon is pretty easy landing. The only difference is that I don't need heat shields because it's the moon, for sure. So we could definitely do that. So let's, unless somebody says somewhere else, I think the moon is the only other place we can land this that isn't got atmosphere. So yeah, the moon. Okay. Whoops. So we'll do the moon because it's an easy one. We'll get rid of this thing here because we don't need it. I do need to keep the port because it is part of the 10 kilogram mass or 10 ton mass that we're doing with. And this is going to be a really easy one, and we're going to land it on the moon. Oh, somebody said Pluto. Yeah, so this is Spaceflight Simulator. I do also have a Kerbal Space Program. So I could do another video later and show that this can be done on Kerbal Space Program. I don't think I have Pluto in this map. I only have I have Jupiter, so we could go to Jupiter. We could definitely go to Jupiter, but I don't think we could go to Pluto, unfortunately. So if we're gonna go to Jupiter, and I've learned my lesson on Jupiter from the last video that I did. That yeah, we're gonna dump these. I think we're gonna dump these. What's this? Thrust 2. Hang on. Thrust 40. All right, so that's 40 at 280. What other engines do I have? I have the redstone ones. What do the redstone ones say? Redstone. Oh, these are garbage. Okay. Let's not use those again. And this is 6 tons. Yeah, let's toss these guys. They're quite heavy, and we're gonna put these guys in because we're gonna need that. Because I'm pretty sure the efficiency at these are. Yeah, that's a better efficiency. Yeah, but 6 tons is a lot. I'd rather spend that 6 tons on Oops, here we go. Additional fuel. What do we have for fuel? I think we're at 6 wide, what we said. Yeah. And here. Okay, so that works. Other than now, this has to be moved. Okay, so yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay, so the answer from everybody is, we said Pluto. So how do I install Kerbal Space Program? So you can get Kerbal Space Program from, what's it called? Steam on PC. I think it's the easiest way to get it. I do have some links to the Humble Bundle. I know you can get there, which then gives you usually a pretty good discount, which then takes you to Steam and you can get there. I don't know if it's available on Epic. It may be available on Epic. Let me know if it is or not. Oops, I want this one here because we're trying to look cool. All right, so we're going to take this to, we're going to land it on, I think, one of the moons of Jupiter for our third landing, just to again show that, that's how you triple out your points. All right, now that I say this, I realize that there is no, what do you call it? Not moon. There's no atmosphere, so I don't need that. So we're good on that, other than the fact that how big or wide I think it's, whoops, 8 wide. Oh, let's do it that way. There we go. A little bit of extra fuel, but what options we have? There we go. Okay, cool. And can I get away with anything else? No, that's going to get too complicated. All right, so we're going to land this on a moon. Yes, well, launching anyway. It's not coming back. All right, engines on. Whoop, there we go. And away we go. And if you hey, welcome to blue English today. Welcome, Mine Orbit Space Company. So we're going to be landing this present, which is this giant structural rig, onto one of the moons of Jupiter, because that's what we're going to apparently do. And yeah, we're going to just show it as an example here, so people can get an idea of what kind of landing craft we can do. And if you haven't joined us, we have a wonderful song once I get ourselves out of the atmosphere. And if anyone's watching and they're like, oh my God, he's going to play the song again, let me know in the chat, because I do have some other potential music if you guys are like, we don't want to hear that song again. Even though when I play that song, the number of views on this video shoot up. I'm just saying that. People seem to like it, and they, just go. So there you go. As we're making the rotation here and getting ready to try to exit orbit here, and then I got to figure out how much fuel we have, because we are flying a slightly, I think it's lighter spacecraft, but it's far more efficient. Again, it's a 10-ton dead weight that we are launching, so yeah, perhaps not the most logical thing to do, but it's the holiday season and people like to get presents. And I know it's what's the Black Friday in the United States today, so yeah, a lot of people are out shopping for themselves, for loved ones, for their pets. Everyone loves pets, and my pets would love to get presents, I'm sure, but they already have a ton of presents and stuff, so I'm looking for some pet presents. So if you have any ideas for pet presents, let me know, or anything space themed that also involves pets. That would be fun. I think people would enjoy that. As we now have to go and say off. I think I just realized that I may have underestimated how much thrust these little engines will do, and I still needed thrust to get into orbit, so we may be in a little bit of trouble here as we go here. And are we going to hit the atmosphere? Maybe not. Oh no, we're going to hit it. These engines are not big enough to get us enough atmospheric oomph. Yeah, here we come. All right, I guess we're not going to Jupiter today. We are instead going to... oh, this is not good. I don't think I can even, can I dethrust? I don't think so. Nope. Oh, no, that's not good. That is definitely not good. Oh, dear. Oh, look, 3 blocks. 2 blocks. 1 block. Is it gonna land? Is this okay? We're gonna find out. Is this block gonna land on the ground or not? Whoops. So I guess that's it, everybody. So we're gonna see if this block lands on the ground. I don't know if it's gonna explode or not. That's always the interesting thing with this stuff, is that the terminal velocity in this game for like a single part is usually better than the whole rocket. It's coming down 76, so I don't know. It might explode, it might not. Yeah, this is what happens. I underpowered those secondary engines because I forgot I still need to get myself to orbit. So either A, I have to add more fuel, or alternatively, I just have to, because once you're in space, right? It's pretty easy in space. But yeah, we're just literally watching this little cube falling to the ground, and I think it's going to explode because it's definitely not slowing down enough. But who knows? Oh, it might. It's got to get below, I think, 15 meters per second, or it'll blow up. And somebody has posted something in Russian. I don't know what that means. No, I don't know what the Russian means. I can't there's no auto translate, by the way, in the chat. So if you're not posting in English, I literally do not know what, unfortunately, you're saying. And welcome, Oliver Squad. Yeah, I think this is gonna explode. We're only 1,000 meters up, right? Yeah, I think this is gonna. Oh, there's 2 of them. Look at that. There's 2 of them, and they're moving like in sync. That's hilarious. As they're slowly slowing down. So yeah, there's definitely no. Oh, it says hello, welcome. Yeah, so there's 2 of these little things. They're falling. They're going down, and they both exploded. Dang it. All right, we're going to revert to build, and we're going to add a little bit more fuel onto these rockets so that they don't explode, because that was not what we wanted to do. How about that? There you go. Doesn't that look cool? That looks cool. There we go. And the thrust is there. All right, we're going to launch with that. Launch anyway. Turn those engines on. All right, to Jupiter. To probably, I don't know, Ganymede or Callisto. Hey, welcome, I guess Callisto. I don't know how to say that. Casto? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, we're just we're dropping these presents, which is this thing here, on different planets as a Christmas challenge or holiday challenge. And the idea being is that on my Discord, you'd post the pictures of you dropping the same object on a bunch of different planets in whatever game you're doing, and you get points for the number of tonnage. So this is a 10-ton present. So far in this game, in the stream, we've dropped it on Mars and Venus. So that's 20 tons. I could probably say 30 tons because I didn't do the moon yet, but the moon is pretty simple. AKA, if you can put this on Venus or Mars, the assumption is that you can put it on, the moon. But we're going to go for Jupiter because that's the farthest I can go. Obviously not Jupiter itself, but one of the Jupiter's moons, as I am just wobble rocket here all over the place. All right, we're just going to leave it. I stop turning. I don't have a lot of turning speed on these things. So this rocket looks cool. I can definitely share the thing on my Discord, but all it is just a bunch of large pieces and colored. So this is kind of how I tend to launch things when I don't have boosters, because it's the most economic way of launching a rocket. Obviously, in real life, this would be a terrible plan, but in most space games, this works pretty well. In Kerbal Space Program, you obviously have to have to deal with the wobble, but yeah, wobble aside, it works pretty well. And we're gonna turn here. Okay, that's out. Okay, so we're gonna drop those tanks. Whoops. We're turn the engines on, and this time we're gonna not zoom because we need all the time in the world to get to orbit. So haha, we're gonna do this. Yes, it is a really fun game. It's a nice challenging game, It basically goes, this game is probably the easiest game for space flight because it's in 2D. Then it's Kerbal Space Program, and then it's Juno New Origin. And I know there's a new Kid in Space Agency coming along, and there's Spaceflight Simulator 2 that's also coming along. So both of those games will have their own sort of challenge level. So it depends on how much of a challenge you want, and how much fun you want. Like from a mobile perspective, I think this is probably your best bet right now, because 3D and mobile can be a little tricky. Whereas if you're on PC, I almost say, like, unless you're going to play with the mods and have fun with that, the 3D versions of those games are definitely a lot of fun as well. All right, so we're going to find Jupiter, right? Okay, I was about to say, where's Jupiter? All right. And we're going to go for that time warp there. Not a big time warp, so that's good. Unless it's going to run away from us, but it won't. Here we're coming. Oh, okay, it says 13. Is it still 13? Probably. All right, we're going to rotate to face the transfer point. And again, I don't have any easy way of doing this. Yeah, Spaceflight Simulator 2, Oliver, I think it's going to be pretty good. Like, what I'm seeing from that has been not too bad. So we're getting to our transfer point here, and then we're going to probably have to do it 2, but let's see here. Here comes that transfer window. There we go, 13, yeah. All right, we're starting our burn to Jupiter. And yeah. No, this is definitely my favorite game on my phone. Right now I'm playing it on a tablet. I haven't found anything that's like as easy to play. Like, there's some games that are like, definitely the gameplay is, I think, a little bit nicer, but then they have ads or they have like a lot of delay and there's a lot of like slow down. This is a game where you can jump in, you can build your rocket in like 5 minutes, you can fly your rocket. It works really, really well, and everyone's just happy. And yeah, you can really enjoy the gaming experience. So that's really, I think, what's important. Yeah, so the big trick though is that this game does require a little bit of math, and the reason it requires the math is because yeah, you need to figure out the proper amount of power to get things going and to get how far you want to go and all that stuff. So we're here. I'm going to, we just have to wait for this to go. I'm going to hit some music. Again, I'm going to see if I can get to Jupiter before the music is done. And then I'll be back in the talking part of this video. Hey everybody, welcome back to the stream here, and we've just entered into Jupiter, and we're going to attempt to slow down and get into an orbit. Since we can't do any aero braking, and yes, somebody's gonna say, you could aero brake off of Jupiter, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, not without any heat shields and without any I just burn up. Anyhow, yeah, welcome back. So the sandbox challenge career, maybe multiplayer. Yeah, I definitely would like to see multiplayer in some form in Spaceflight Simulator 2. I think what I'm seeing from all the people who are making these games right now is that they're doing sort of a joint mission multiplayers. So the idea being is that people are, all in the same rockets, and you play like different astronauts or cadnauts or whatever it is, and you basically then try to complete the mission together, whatever you're doing, as a crew, rather than having it as a space race, which causes a whole bunch of problems. So there you go. And what do we got here? A really random thing to say. Ooh, what's the really random thing to say as we get into Jupiter high orbit? Decorate the launch pad, make it a little bit space center with that. Custom launch pads will stand out. Yeah, no, I like when I'm playing Kerbal Space Program, I want to build like a moon base and have all like that stuff. So I have like a fully operational like mun base or something like that. In Spaceflight Simulator, it's a little harder to do. I know in the mods in PC you can add that some extra stuff onto your planet and space station, but I find that if you play it to a certain extent, it does eventually freeze on saves, which is unfortunate. So it's hard to spend all the time building a space base and then tossing it out the window. Oh, no worry, Oliver Squad. You guys just watching, hitting the like button helps a lot. If you are able to donate, that always helps. But I don't do this for the money. I have another YouTube channel to try to make money. I do this because it's fun, and people enjoy it. Like, I have it where, again, like the mods, if you want to download the mods, you can. There's a donate optional thing, but I don't expect anyone to really do it. And those who do, it's always a big thank you. So here we are. We are now just orbiting just outside of Calypso. We have a little bit of fuel left. I'm not sure if we can do, like, if we navigate to Calypso, I just want to see how much is going to require, because we may run out of fuel. And unfortunately, without any atmosphere to slow us down, running out of fuel equals boom, or it equals we're lost in deep space. Neither of these are really ideal situations, so let's see what we can do here. Otherwise, I can go for Ganymede, but I think Ganymede might be a little bit, how do I say it? We could go for Ganymede, and we could slam into the ground on Ganymede, and that would be bad. So, there you go. This transfer window is taking forever to get here, but okay. I'm going to check out the chat, see if there's anything I missed. Oliver Squad only has one subscriber. Well, everyone, if you want to go check out Oliver Squad, I think you can just click on his name to check out his channel. Maybe subscribe to him. And if he's, I'm assuming he has a video on his channel. Because it's, it's always good to help everyone else. All right, 42 or 43. I think that's doable. Plus the landing on Calypso, I think we should be able to do that with the probably, I don't know, 20% fuel we have left. Oops, why did that do that? Okay. Okay, there we go. Are we in the box? It keeps saying we're not in the box. Oh, there we go. That's our encounter, and that's our escape. Okay. Woo! That's not crazy at all. I'm going to take it. We got to take the encounter, though. We take the escape, we're going to go slam right into it. All right. So here we are doing this. So yeah, so if you're posting stuff, shorts every day works pretty well. The main thing, though, you have to be really trending and like it can't be the what do I want to say it can't be what I'm finding is 7-second loops work the best. So if you can do something that loops well and you can do it in a 7-second short, it works really well. That or 3-minute shorts work now really well, like the big long shorts. Everything else in between is not super great. And I'm finding that the number of people watching shorts has dropped recently because of all the super long form content that is popping in. Like these lives are on the shorts. There's also 3-minute shorts in there, so you're not going to get as many views on the shorts. So I'd say 7 seconds, or you go for like a 3-minute short video. So that's kind of what works on that. Yeah, I had on my PC build, I have an entire moon base with like I think like 12 or 13 things. If you look on my channel, I think it's called How Not to Land on a Moon Base or a Very Low Orbit Landing, where I'm like circling at like 250 meters above the lunar surface, and then I show you how to land at the moon base from that crazy low orbit. I got everything packed in there. It was crazy, but it also took like 15 tries. All right, so we are coming down here. We are going to be landing on Calypso. 10% fuel seems to be doing it. We're just slowly bringing ourselves down to land on the surface. This is not a big heavy gravity world, so it's pretty. I don't want to say easy, but it shouldn't be super hard. I think the moon is harder to land on than Calypso. I could be wrong, but yeah. We're just gonna time warp down because we don't want to take forever to get to the surface because, respect your guys' time, and also make this all interesting. When I say, whoops, I came in too fast and too slow, I don't know. Like, I'm still 31 kilometers. Like, that's still pretty high in the grand scheme of planetary orbiting. 31 kilometers is pretty high. There's no moon on Calypso. It's a pretty flat surface, so yeah. We're just going to burn off all this extra height. And then, as we go here, there we go. Oh, I can't time warp now because I don't know if it'll slow me down at some point. Oh, I was going to say, at some point it's going to slow me down. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's accelerate down. Whee! Can we see the terrain? Oh. There we go. Okay, so we'll easily burn off that remaining energy, and then we'll land, and then we'll do something a little crazy for our last bit of this video. And I'd like to thank everybody who's watched the whole video, or even if you've just jumped in. It is definitely really helpful to see you guys here. And again, this is the Christmas challenge, is to try to drop as big a package on every planet that you can think of in your game, and then you just post the photos or even a full video on the Discord. And yeah, whoop, I was totally not paying attention to what was going on there, and I just crashed on the planet. Oh, I'm talking and paying attention to the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. Pardon me. Let's do this properly for our ending off video here. All right. Oops. All right, there we go. Landing on Calypso. And there we are. We're on Calypso. Okay, so we're going to get our staging here. That should do it like that. All right, engine off, engine off. Full power. Oh, you know what? Got that other part here. Okay. And 3, 2, 1. Well, that didn't work. Herg. Okay, that was supposed to look really cool. Okay, land on Calypso surface. We're going to go to the engines, make sure they're off. We go here, we're going to turn that on, and we do this. There you go. Haha! Doesn't that look cool? And there we go. We've landed our holiday package on Calypso, and this other rockety thing here we're going to switch to is completely no control. It's just full power. It's even going to leave Calypso's atmosphere. Oh yeah, it's going for the subsonic planetary trip. Okay. Oh, it's going towards Jupiter. Okay. Excuse me, we're going all the way down. Are we gonna get down to Io? We're gonna get below Io. Wow. This is crazy. It's just going. It's just going. It's just going. That's crazy. Okay, it's out of fuel. Where is it out of fuel? It is going to escape, and it's going to go all the way. Where is it going? Oh, geez. Okay. So we can time warp. Yeah, it's going to... Oh, we're going to turn off that. We don't need a navigation on that one. This is completely out of control. So I'm going to just let it sort of go here. Is it going to hit anything, or is it just going to sit here? It's passing all the moons, so that's a little crazy right now. Can we go? How much faster can we go? What moon's it going to crash into? It should crash into a moon if we run it long enough. Oh no, it got escaped. Ganymede hit it. Wow. Okay, so it's going Ganymede. Okay, let's see. Time accelerated. Yeah, that's as fast as I can make it. So every time it goes through there, it has a chance of hitting something or being clipped. Oh, it's got an encounter. Oh, okay, Calypso got it. Alrighty. Isn't this fun? I don't know. I'm having fun. Anyway, yeah, so I think that Spaceflight Simulator 2, if they do put in a lunar base, they put in electricity, they put in, a few more things that makes, space travel worth it other than saying, hi, I'm here, planting a flag and leave. I think Spaceflight Simulator 2 will do well. Well, we're not technically stuck in orbit. It's just the top stage. Again, I just wanted to see what would happen with the top stage as we launched it, because every other time I've launched the top stage, it's just fallen back down to whatever planet we left, right? Where now it's like it actually had enough fuel left in it that it could exit, because we landed on Calypso when we probably could have gotten away with Ganymede, although Ganymede's such a much bigger, heavier planet. We were going to potentially risk it. So, oh, there we go. Oh, apparently we escaped the sphere of Calypso again. Come on, like something eject us from the system. You know you can do it, or else this is gonna freeze. One of the two. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on. That slowed us down. That's not what we want to have happen. And we're now outside the atmosphere. We're outside the orbit of Io, so we now only have 3 planets out of the 4 that could potentially toss us. I don't know. Oh, there's a Calypso again. We really need a solid close encounter of Ganymede or Europa to get us out of here. So, what should you land on the moon for base? So, I would say generally on a base, you want to land at least a tank of fuel. You want to land something that's got communication. You want to land a habitat, and you want to land like a power system of some sort. After that, I would generally recommend something to catch a rocket, so you could theoretically refuel that rocket and then launch it back to Earth. And that's about what you can do without the More Parts mod in Spaceflight Simulator PC, which actually allows you to build a whole actual moon base and drill for fuel, etc., which is actually pretty cool, which I will be trying out in next month on a vertical live streams and stuff versus horizontal one. So that's what we're trying to do right now. We're waiting to see if this is going to throw us out. I don't know if it has. We probably, traveled like a million years into the future at this point. I think most people, I think you have to build your own moon base in Spaceflight Simulator 2. What I'm hoping will be is like a spot that you can like attach, like actually attach things to the ground rather than being like just leaving like ships on the surface of planets, because that tends to, we did get a Europa hit, but it still didn't toss us. In theory, there should be enough gravitational pull to toss us out of the sphere of influence. I don't know if it can, but like we are making several loops here, and we haven't smashed into anything yet, which is actually surprising. Oh, there's another one. We're hitting Europa enough times. But yeah, no, I'm hoping Spaceflight Simulator 2 will have the all the cool stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing what Kidden Space Agency comes out with. And of course, now apparently a company has bought Private Division, so there may be we're really getting down there. Ooh, okay, we're getting a lot of stuff as we shrank the orbit. Look at those spheres of influences. Oh my goodness. We're down below Calypso. Are we gonna hit Jupiter? Or I was hoping it's gonna throw us out, but it's throwing us closer and closer in. This is crazy. Oh, that was an Io one. Okay, this is getting crazy. Yeah. We sent a probe, and this is the carry system. We have no control over it. It was just two engines and a rocket, but we're watching this thing saying, is this going to throw us into Jupiter? Because I thought it was going to throw us out of Jupiter, but this is just going nuts. Look at that. Just absolutely crazy right now. All right. Because, it looked like it was going to throw us out, but then we got tossed back in. As, again, this is such a speed, so... I don't know. I think this is hilarious. Like, this is the fun part for me, is saying, are we going to actually like get out of this, or is this like, yeah, there you go. Everyone's like, yeah. Oh no, we're getting tossed out. No, because we're inside the orbit of Io, right? And that's why I'm looking at it. Because if we get a solid hit on Io could probably toss us. I don't know about the others, but look how close we are to Io's. Like that's a solid intersection right there. So, but these moons have so little gravity. I was kind of thinking, oh, there we go. Look at that. That's a huge hit. How far out? Like, that's a decent throw. And we still have so if we somehow line up with Io, we might get tossed. I don't think the other three will do it, but we're right on that point where we come in on Io, and we might get a toss here. I don't think we will, though. I think we're at that point where I'm probably going to call it, because that should be a challenge. You know what? I should make that January's challenge. So if you watch the end, January's challenge might be, moon toss. How far can you launch a dead something and get the moon to throw it out of Earth's atmosphere? Or not Earth's atmosphere, but, out of Earth's orbit with just a dead stick spacecraft. That might be that might be an interesting challenge. But right now we're at 874,000 kilometers. So, but the passes are now so slow. We might be sitting here for another 10 minutes before we get another pass. So, anyhow, with that, please be sure to check out my Discord. I do have the holiday challenge there. I'm hoping a lot of people will submit to it, because it's a fun challenge, and it's always interesting to see what people submit. Your packages can be square, your packages could be weird. The only thing your packages can't have is fuel, because we can't tell how much fuel is in the package. I've had some pretty crazy entries in my last challenges, so looking forward to that. Generally, I do try to come up with some kind of prize or a recognition, because we do have past winners on the Discord. So, how many? Sorry, I'm seeing somebody posting something. How many years was that? LOL. I don't know how to tell time on this, but I know Jupiter's at least made a couple. No, I don't know. Can you tell time on this? Like it's going so long, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't know how to tell time on this, unfortunately. So yeah, with that, I shall bid you guys all adieu, and I'll see you guys next weekend when we probably going to go horizontal, either Spaceflight Simulator with mods or Kerbal Space Program 2 with mods, and I'll show you a mod I helped make on Kerbal Space Program 2 as I'm learning how to do mods in 3D.